Welcome to Organizing at the Speed of Life. This is the grocery shopping and food storage edition. I'm Rachel, your clever consultant, and I'm really excited to you tonight. So, these are things that I wanted to do with my own family, and the goals that I had were getting more healthy food in my kids' bellies, having more time with them and less time in the kitchen, saving some money, and wasting less food. So let's get started. So the first thing that you've got to do to kind of change your system is purge and get rid of all the stuff that you don't want anymore. Next, you've got to go clear so you can see what you have. Choose clear organizing products. Then we've got to make our list of food and shop. Then we've got to batch and sort so that we use our time effectively. And we've got to learn to use space wisely. So I'm going to talk just a teeny bit about all these things. We're going to just get the basics. The first thing you got to do is clean your fridge. Get rid of that out-of-date food. Get rid of the rotten and spoiled stuff. And even let go of the things that your family doesn't like. But consider donating these. If you've got 6 cans of tuna in your cabinet and they're all still good, they're not out of date, but nobody in your family's going to eat them, then consider giving them to your local food pantry so that somebody can. Then they won't be in your way and they'll be put to good use. The next thing is go clear. You will know what you have in your cabinets, your pantry, your fridge. You'll know what you have if you go clear, and you'll know exactly how much you have of it. If you can get rid of the packaging, like say you have granola bars, if you can get rid of the packaging and just put the loose things in the acrylic, you'll be able to count them and know whether you need more granola bars or not. That's just an example. But these work great in your cabinets or in your fridge. All right. The next thing you've got to do is make your list. Now, one thing you really want to start doing is some meal planning. It will change your life in the time that it takes. When you are finished with your day, whether you work from home, work at home, work outside the home, if you know what you're having for dinner, it will change your afternoons. So you need to do some meal planning and also make a master list of often purchased items. Then you're going to keep that on the fridge, either in a paper form or laminated. You can use a pencil to circle things or a dry erase marker or keep a dry erase board on the fridge. Encourage your family to help you and circle items that they use up or write them down. That way, nobody will have to deal with thinking that they have milk for their cereal and there are 2 tablespoons left. Then make sure you put your list in order by department so that like things are together and your shopping will be more efficient. All right, the tools that you need for shopping. You need a calculator or a phone so that you can add up things. You need your wallet and you need something that will hold your cold and frozen foods, something that will hold your non-perishables, and maybe something for produce, maybe. So I really love our insulated market basket. That's the teal on the left. It's great for holding frozen and cold foods. And then at the bottom is our Clever Shopper. I call that our one-trip wonder because it holds 40 pounds. It fits right on your shopping cart and takes the place of lots of those little plastic bags that you would have to bring home otherwise. I love it. And a lot of customers can't buy just one. They have to have 2. I really love our regular market basket for the farmer's market. It's great for holding produce, farm fresh eggs or meat, and it has lots of pockets. So these are great ways to kind of organize how you're going to put your foods in the cart in order to go home. And then it makes it easier to unload once you get there because they're already grouped by where they go. Okay, here's some shopping tips. First of all, you got to stick to the list. If you want to put healthier foods in your kids' your family's bodies, then whole foods may be the way to go. I know there are lots of fads about this diet or that diet or whatever, but most doctors agree that whole foods are the way to go. So that means you need to shop more on the perimeter of the store. Plan your treats, and then you won't be so tempted to go off of your list. Decide what you're going to splurge on and go ahead and put that on your list. Make sure you bag like items together. We talked about using some of our products for that. And whatever processed foods you're going to buy, the things that your family loves, or most of us don't make cheese or pasta from scratch. So consider looking at the discount markets in your area. I found one I really fell in love with, and I'm amazed at the different things that I can find there. So check it out. Then the next thing you want to do after you've made your food plans is you want to try to batch and sort so that you use batches of time to make batches of food. Freezer meals can be done for the week or the month, and you can do all your chopping at one time. Stick it in one of our Clever Fresh bags, vacuum seal it, and put it in the freezer for later. Or you can use our acrylic bins and create meal ingredients for each day. And then you just pull a bin out and you're ready to make supper. Also, my family loves to use the Clever Fresh containers to have a salad bar on demand. We keep fresh salad vegetables in the refrigerator, but separated by kind and vacuum sealed, and so they last much longer. We don't have to throw out things as often, and we can have salad bar whenever we want. You can also use these things for lunch pack stations or breakfast and snack stations. Really, the ideas for how to use them are endless. Then lastly, you want to use your space wisely. Most kitchens have some unused vertical space, so look for it in your kitchen, in your pantry. Consider adding a vertical system. For instance, you can reimagine the door backs, and we have a great over-the-door pantry organizer that's great for doors. And we have some ideas for helping you with deep cabinets, and you can see some of those products on the right. Make sure that you store like items together and you put them where they're going to be used. So if all your baking tools are in one area, then you might want to have your baking ingredients there. If you have special ethnic foods that you use and special ethnic tools, you might want to store them together. Also, keep the line of sight on your counters clear, except for putting the healthy foods that you want your kids and family to see and eat, or the things that are used most often. That actually will make your kitchen seem like it has more space because it's not cluttered up with things that you don't need. So these are just a few little tips. If you want more, then check out the next post and consider purchasing a special organizing bundle tonight, and you'll be eligible to join my November challenge group where I'll give more tips every day in November. Thanks so much for coming tonight.